remorse, no cases been. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I work a plan now, can't I?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. You got to make sure you hit it just right.
Yeah, they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson to throw. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
1st and 10. It's Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and his throw here's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Wilson will throw again. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Play action. Now Wilson rolling to his left. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 17. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run. Probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. Wilson. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now it's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. George Karlaftis with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So our initial drive this afternoon results in 3. Not sure that that's a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
You're exactly right about that. I love how you framed it, right? Not sure it's a statement, but at the same time, you're putting something out there, aren't you? Letting them know, hey, we came to play today.
In motion comes the tight end left. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. In motion right is Hopkins. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Fielded at the 33. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? but I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
On second and 11 now. Wilson. He gets this to the former Aztec, Kahale Waring. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Wilson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. This time Wilson will throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw again is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blower out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Mahomes going to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Dean Lowry in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Rosa's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. From the 27, Mahomes. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a catch made by Hopkins. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DeAndre Hopkins. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
To throw again on second down, Wilson. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Wilson's throw taken in by Bourne. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Wilson. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, They've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on? He's got a man complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They begin the drive with Robinson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From midfield, here's Mahomes. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Pass incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Mahomes now on first down. Robinson's got it.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Brian Robinson Jr.
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Seahawks have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Fletcher Cox drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Talk about two sides of the ball and cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody.